Now, answering your questions about the law and legal issues. This is Legal Break with attorney Gary Bruce.
Welcome, Gary. So glad to have you again.
Good morning.
Absolutely. We're so glad to have you, as we mentioned, and we're going to answer some questions today.
Good.
Hot topic. If a structure falls and people are hurt, like the incident that recently happened in South Carolina, who is responsible? The property owner or the tenant?
Wow, that's a good question. So if you're at an apartment, I guess, that would be the situation, and a deck falls, and this happens. And it's happened here in Columbus that I've known about. So who's responsible? The one who knew or should have known about it. You know, it goes back to that. We talk about it all the time. This is the foundation of the law. If you know or should have known and had a duty to inspect, then you be responsible. So do you have a duty to a trespasser? No. You have a duty to a trespasser to not set a trap for them. You know, you can't dig a hole and put stuff over it like a man trap and let them fall in it. But you don't have to go inspect your property. But if you have guests or business invitees, people you know are going to be there for a legitimate purpose, you do have a duty to kind of walk around and know what's going on and check. Because what they'll say is, well, I had no idea my deck wasn't supported, and maybe you didn't. And it may have been a latent problem that you couldn't tell. But that's what the issue will come down to. Right. Should you have known? Should you have inspected? What were your duties? So,
all right. Very good.
I don't know the answer.
Yeah. We have a viewer email too.
All right.
So this one is, if I want a divorce, is my former spouse entitled to any of the money I was awarded in a personal injury case?
All right. Well, good question. You know, I'm not a divorce lawyer. I don't know exactly how that happens. But injury settlements or awards or judgments are supposed to compensate for what's taken from you. You know, so that should belong to you. Now, a husband or a wife has a claim. It's called consortium. They have and it goes back to Old English common law, where this is, so people find this interesting, but it goes both ways now. But the husband owned his wife just like he did his cart, you know,
his dog.
and his dog. And so if you hurt his wife or you hurt his cart or you messed up his sheep, then you had to pay for that. So that was it's a property right in Georgia. Now, it goes both ways. The husband has rights in his wife, and the wife has property rights in her husband, and that's a separate case. Now, how much value does that have? I don't know. You know, if it's serious enough that your life is altered to and changed, then that consortium claim is a really legitimate big claim. If it's a minor inconvenience, then it's not something generally we want to, you know, dwell on. It's just it's something that comes and goes. But there's certainly legitimate and a big deal. And so there's two cases.
Very good. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the very next Legal Break.